Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another race and another episode of our F1 My Team career mode. And as you can see here, we're just doing the weekly activities, the G-Force training, the durability equipment upgrade, and the sponsor advertisement for the drivers, which is just a few things to give us a little bit more money, a little bit more resource points, and to improve Mick Schumacher's racecraft. Now, one thing that's going to be happening in between now, and you might see the Monaco Grand Prix. I did mention in a previous episode the Monaco Grand Prix will not happen, because when we get to it, we are going to simulate it. And next year, it's going to be taken off the calendar. And the reason for that is, with my controller, I physically cannot drive the Monaco Grand Prix. It just doesn't work. We get to the hairpin and we cannot turn the hairpin. And my wheel that I've got is not, it's got a big dead zone, a bit of a wiggle on the wheel, which basically makes it impossible to drive. So the Monaco Grand Prix cannot happen. So we're going to simulate that, and then we're going to go and do the next Grand Prix in this episode, which I don't know what it is. I think it might be Azerbaijan. And our rotor speed has failed.
A major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed.
Right,
check
so
your R&D screen to order any redevelopments.
It's the powertrain R rotor thing. How much did it cost to rebuy it? Right, we'll rebuy it and it'll be done by the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So that's fine. I don't mind that. But it says go to race weekend. Let's go to race weekend and we're basically just going to simulate the whole thing.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, good work from the owner-drivers team this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, that's an amazing result. When I simulated this, I did not expect us to go from 22nd on the grid to get a point. But we have picked up a point here in Monaco, which is an amazing result for us. So we'll move on, and that'll be the last time we see the Monaco Grand Prix in this series. Let's do weight training for Mick. Let's do a sponsor advertisement to get some money and some team acclaim. And then we will... what should we focus the last thing on? We'll do a driver promotion filming to improve our acclaim. And then let's do a fundraiser as well to improve the team acclaim again. Let's just check a few things. Can we do anything here? Not really. What are we looking like on parts? That's 55%. I think we're going to switch to new parts for this weekend. Complete new parts for this weekend, I would say, is the best idea. Let's see how the gearbox coped with the AI driving it. 9%, which is good. That's fine. That one completed... how many races did that do? Should have done 6. Yeah, it's done 6 races. It only had 46% wear. That's not bad at all. And then we need to do... when do we need to do mixed contract? Mixed contract in 42 days. So let's go and do something on the facilities. What shall I do? I think I might do another personnel. Yeah, do you know what? Let's do... how much does it cost to improve, to do mixed contract here, actually? Mixed contract will cost about 4 million. So, in 42 days, that's like over a month. So let's do something that's about 5 mil on the facilities. Fabrication, quality control, chassis. Let's do the aero. And let's do the... Yeah, let's do this one. Quality control on the aero. Right, let's advance to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And the engine cover worked too. Perfect.
Without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Let's see where that's left us on the R&D graph. We are now the 5th best vehicle on the grid. We're just behind Racing Point, but our new sponsor as well, which I forgot to mention, is we've got to overtake 5 different drivers during a race, which we can do. We can do easily via pit stops and stuff like that. So let's go to the Azerbaijan race here in Baku. Right, we're out here for qualifying in a very, well, put it this way, what looks very misty Azerbaijan. Wasn't paying attention there. But yeah, I've changed the setup slightly. We had 2 front wings. I turned it up to 4. So we're going to lose a little bit of straight line speed, but in practice we were sliding all over the place. Hopefully it improves our corner bit. It already feels better, to be honest with you. As you can see here, with a couple of knocks around this lap, so it's not going to be a very good lap. But it's a banker.
Suggest we box to change it.
But there's a lot of time to gain in the 3rd sector because we made so many mistakes on that last lap, and even into the 2nd sector as well. You can remain with us for this entire lap to see where we improve. Much better through there as well. Got that corner a little bit wrong, but the drive off of it was much better. It's not my favourite circuit to drive this, but I have won around here before. Just my team car, this Jordan car, does not seem to like it around here. I have no traction, and well, we got a good amount of top speed, but we got absolutely no traction, and our brakes don't really work. And as you can see there, that's where it started going wrong on that first lap, because we gained like 0.5 of a second through 1 corner. Now we're 1.3 seconds up. Too much curb through there, which has lost us a little bit of time. Try and run the car through here, carry as much speed as possible. 1.6 seconds up on our previous best. Hit the wall slightly through there. Hopefully we didn't get any damage. No, we didn't. Open the DRS slightly late, which has lost us a tiny bit of time down this straight. But we improve and just jump above Bottas and Hamilton.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Raikkonen, Vettel and Charles Leclerc. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
An absolutely insane qualifying from us there. We've got ourselves into P5. Hold on, wait. I've just seen who's on pole. How is Kimi Raikkonen on pole? By 0.4 of a second. Kimi Raikkonen is on pole by 0.4 of a second. And his teammate's down in 16th place. What? What's happened? Okay. How's he done that then? Fair play, Kimi, you've done bits. You've done bits there. Let's get into the race with our surprise pole position sitter.
And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today, so our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully away from the barriers. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let me ask you about Racing Point. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Buchan and Kvyat, Sainz, Albon, Perez and Esteban Ocon, Ricciardo, Schumacher, Max Verstappen and Stroll, Giovinazzi, Bottas. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Lando Norris and Pierre Gasly, Grosjean, Russell, Magnussen and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
So it looks like, well, it could be a 1 or a 2 stop. I think I'm going to go with the 2 stop. And the reason for that is we've got the car, the straight line speed in the car to be able to overtake people. So I don't see why we can't pull off the 2 stop, which is only 4 seconds slower anyway. So yeah, let's do the 2 stop. And if things change, we'll switch to the 1. So and away we go here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. As you can see, we get a very, very good start, making our way around the outside of the Ferrari. And we squeeze around the Ferrari and the Mercedes. And can we hold on to it? Little bit of a collision with Leclerc, who's down our inside now. ERS, bit of Ritz mix. And we get into P3 from the start. Raikkonen's holding on to P1 with Vettel in second. And us in third right now. Can we now just settle into the Grand Prix? Lose the back end slightly. We need to check in a minute if we got any damage from that contact with Leclerc. No, we didn't. We're good. Go into standard and take off overtake as we just end the straight. And it's just enough to stay in front of Leclerc before DRS is activated. Raikkonen is pulling away from Vettel. What's he had for breakfast? Oh my word.
On the MFD. Copy that.
As you can see, we're just minding our own business, coming through this turn. Then all of a sudden, through this corner, we just lose the back end, slide through there, rally driving.
Loss in the tyres around now, so just be careful.
But I want to go one more lap so the mediums are a bit more comfortable. Go very defensive.
This lap, push hard on the in-lap.
So he's got absolutely no chance of going down the inside of us. But as you can see, we're collecting a bit of a Jordan train behind us now. Surprised he didn't get me there with his DRS. My tyres are absolutely shot. I felt contact there from Sainz. I think he rammed us a little bit. Right. First pit stop of the day. Let's see what kind of pit stop we can get. And then hopefully we get a little bit more pace on the mediums.
Release, release.
Out the pits. Very, very good stop. 2.1 seconds. We're not even quicker than a Williams.
Is 6.0 seconds.
We're out in front of Sainz.
Is coming in for his stop.
Few people in the pits now, and we're gonna get ourselves up into P5. We need to gain on Raikkonen. Grosjean's in front of us. We're currently in P4 at least. I don't know who else is in front, but I think we can catch Raikkonen, you know. We seem to have found a lot of grip on these mediums. And we're stopping again. I don't think Kimi is, because he's on the hard, so he's probably doing the one stop that we suggested. And so's Hamilton, actually, to be fair. So we need a lot of pace to actually have a chance of good points today. But their tyres will go off at the end. The Haas car's slow through the corners but really quick down the straight, just like the Alfa is. The Alfa's a rocket ship in a straight line. It's probably how Kimi managed to get it on pole, to be honest with you. And I think the Haas is pitting. I think Grosjean might be pitting. Kimi and the Haas are battling side by side, and Kimi has got past him. We're gaining on Grosjean ourselves. Now we're going to follow Grosjean through the castle section and fingers crossed get a good run onto the straight and then be able to pass him quite easily. Might even be able to get a two-car slipstream and get close to Raikkonen too. And we do follow him very closely through there. We should be able to pass him down the straight as long as DRS doesn't save him that he's going to get from Raikkonen. Well, actually, he's just slipping outside of the DRS zone from Raikkonen. We get that corner a little bit wrong. Right, let's get on the ERS, the rich mix. He makes a mistake through there, just like we do. Come around here, we're getting his slipstream, DRS and overtake mode activated. As you can see, we're just about to pull out a slipstream, and it's today's race. It's pulled over to the side at the first turn, and it looks like it's an engine failure on this track. We should be able to pass him. Tiny bit of ERS out of that turn, avoiding using it through this turn. But now, we're into the DRS zone. We've got the slipstream, we've got overtake open. Even if we don't overtake him here, we're going to get close enough to have a go into the next straight. And we are gaining very good. My race is being compromised. Now to Kimi, through here. He gets a good run off the turn. That bloody Ferrari-powered Alfa is so quick. Bit of a wiggle on there, so we're not going to be able to have a go now because of that.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Damn it! This bloody Alfa Romeo is so quick in a straight line, it's frustrating.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
We're pitting at the end of this lap, but I would have loved to pass Kimi well before we pitted, but he's got such a quick car in a straight line, it's practically impossible. We're this close to him and we're still struggling. Finally, we're able to make a move, but we are boxing at the end of this lap, so it's kind of pointless at this point. Damn it!
Brilliant. Nice move.
And he's coming back at us. Is he serious? Give him a little bit of room on the inside. See a little glitch in the top corner there. It says 1.16 seconds behind us. He definitely was not. And we're in for our final stop. Fingers crossed it goes really well and it gives us a chance to push back towards the front. 2 stop strat might not be right today, but we're trying it. Because we do not want to be on the hard tyres at any point. So not.
After these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound.
We're out in 15th place, and I believe we can make these overtakes. It's going to compromise us a little bit. Practically pushing him through this turn. Magnussen is so slow. We're going to get on the ERS and Rich Mix and try and pass him here. He is so slow. Magnussen, get out of my way. We just cannot pass him. The Ferrari-powered cars in this game are so quick. I hope he pits at the end of this lap. We'll probably we'll pass him down this straight. If he doesn't, but it'd be nice if he just gets out of the way. Up the move, coming around the high-speed turns, down to the straight. We got the overtake activated and Rich Mix, passing before the DRS zone. Nice and easy. Teammate is 2 cars up the road. We got Ocon and then Fit. I hope not everybody's on a 1-stop because we could have messed up if they are. down this straight. The Renault's not going to have the speed, and he's made a mistake as well. We're going to have the ERS overtake mode here. Rich Mix and the DRS. We're going to pass in nice and easy.
Good job, nice overtake.
P13 and the fastest lap of the race as well, for good measure. Activation zone. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's alright, we can live with it. Mick's making a move on Max Verstappen. What? I didn't think I'd see that happening. Schumacher is trying to overtake Max Verstappen, and he does as well. He makes the move stick. Are we going to be able to make the move on Max now with the straight line power of this car, of this Jordan? Just about. He goes really defensive. We backed off slightly, but then made the move when he left a little bit of an inside run there for us to be able to take. We're into P12, Mix in P11.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Mix made a mistake through there. He's going to make an overtake on him very easy now. He lost the back end. But then DRS he's getting from Giovinazzi in front. He's managing to make a move on Gio instead. And he makes an overtake on Gio, and Gio holds us up. We're going for the move. And we make the overtake on Giovinazzi just before the DRS straight. We're into P11, Mix up into P10. And hopefully he can gain on Valtteri. I'm hoping Schumacher can gain on Bottas now and follow us through, hopefully.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Right, it's time to make this move on Mick. We're going to make this nice and easy. And that's Mick Schumacher dispatched off. We're back into the points. Now, let's gain on everyone else in front.
Catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
That'll be fine. Right. Leclerc, Sainz and Bottas are battling in front of us. AI going side by side in front. We nearly hit the back of Leclerc because he was going so slow through there. Leclerc's really holding us up through here. No, Mick, stay behind me. Don't be stupid. Fast, this will be a nice easy overtake. We've run out of ERS overtake mode, but the DRS, the Rich Mix, nice late move, but Leclerc comes back at us. A forceful overtake, but we make it work. It'll do. We made the overtake, and I think Mick's got through as well. That's worked perfectly. I didn't intend to make the overtake, but I outbroke myself a little bit and had to force my way through. But we got through, so did Mick. And then hopefully we can now gain on Valtteri Bottas in front.
Made behind is 2.1 seconds.
DRS, rich mix, overtake, come on, in the slipstream of Bottas, who's in the slipstream of Sainz. We might be able to get both of them here. We patiently wait through this turn, we brake a little bit earlier. Bottas goes for the moves on Sainz, but instead, we're going to die Bottas. And just about make the overtake on Bottas, but Sainz brake checks us afterwards. We're going to run around the outside of Sainz, and inside of this turn, lose the back end slightly. Nice little battle we got going here.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Now hopefully we can have a go at Sainz down the next straight, and he'll be an easy overtake, and it's probably the best position we're going to get because Stroll is 9 seconds up the road. We've got overtake mode activated as well, and DRS, we should be able to make this easy overtake on Carlos. Just go to the outside, outbrake him a little bit. Mick's in the pits. Why is Mick in the pits? He had points!
Mick is in the pits.
Oh, for God's sake. Mick must have picked up some damage from Valtteri or something. It was going to be a double points finish for us, but instead it's going to be just me finishing in P7.
Fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
Right, on to the final lap. And I don't see much more happening in this lap. You might just see me at the finish line.
Gap to car in front is 9.1 seconds.
We're attempting a purple lap here on the final lap of the race. We've got 2 purple sectors. Sebastian Vettel wins the Grand Prix. Little bit of a mistake there through the final corners. But are we going to beat our fastest lap on the last lap of the race here? We've lost overtake mode. We've got no DRS. We're probably not. But we do actually. We get a 142 point something.
That's the end of the race.
We get the fastest lap of the race on the final lap of the race, beating our previous best. And it's a P7 finish, which isn't too bad on a 2-stop strat. If we did a 1-stop, I think we would have been second. But it's okay, I can live with that.
Well then, it's victory in Azerbaijan. Great work from the whole team here at the track and back at the factory as well. And some pretty handy driving for good measure. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy and to stay out of trouble.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. Let's see how the driver's standings have changed. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, Lance Stroll would be my pick. He managed to keep a cool head today whilst pushing through the field.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Right, so we finished P7. I've just noticed our fastest lap of the race is a 1:42.420. It's about 2 seconds faster than anybody else. 1.4 seconds faster than Lewis Hamilton. But I don't know whether that's because I turned on full traction control for this race, or because we was on a strategy that was just so much faster. I'm not overly sure, but we'll see going into the next race. I'm probably going to turn off traction control again, have it back to medium, what I've normally got it on, but I was struggling with the high speed 2 last corners, so instead of just spinning out every 2 minutes, I thought the best thing to do was put full traction control on. But let's go and probably speak to Claire, which, yes, I've got her name right for a change. Let's go and speak to Claire after this Grand Prix and see what bonuses we've earned as well.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
This is for the fans. I want to put on a good show.
Let's talk about another team. How do you feel they did today?
Don't really care. AlphaTauri aren't my problem.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
None of us want to be the person that backs down. These things happen.
Appreciate your time.
Oh, 4 laps off of the practice program, which is a bit annoying. And we've both had damage, but we still make 66k in that bit as well. Right, well, I'm just going to quickly renew Sudo, because they are a good sponsor to have. But that is where we're going to be leaving today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed. If you are new around here, please subscribe for more. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. And I've been Chris12, LFC, and I will see you later.